spread love, spread love, spread love.
So thanks for being here.
Sure,
and so the objective is to gain perspective on self-care and self-love. So one of the reasons I wanted to interview you is because you've been a personal trainer for many, many years, and that's what we're going to discuss, and how that affects your self-care, how you view self-care, things of that nature.
Okay.
All right. So let's get it popping. So start with question number 1. How long have you been a personal trainer?
I've been a personal trainer. June 3rd of this year will make 30 years.
Okay.
Amazingly, 30 years. You look back and go, wow, that's all I've done.
That's gangster.
Yeah, that's all I've done for the past 30 years. Never stopped. I had one little side job, but didn't stop my training. I always worked either in the gym or now, like, basically, or the company or on my own for 30 years. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, huge for me, you know?
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So fitness training is life.
Training is life, you know?
I like it.
A certain franchise said fitness is life. They were right.
That's it. Yeah, that's why I was like, do I say it? Do I not
they
say
get
it?
no credit here, though. Shout out to them because they did a lot for me, but they say that name now.
Okay. So my next question is, do you view yourself as a self-care expert?
Yes, absolutely. You realize now you are helping change people's lives. It's bigger than just getting in shape or a six-pack or summer body. You are changing people's lives. As you grow into this business, you realize this is what it becomes. You know, it becomes something bigger. So yeah, I would.
All right, great. So now let's go a little different. So, as an expert in fitness, in your opinion, what's the best way for people to practice self-care?
From a fitness point of view.
No, as a trainer.
As a trainer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's become bigger for me. You know, self-care involves, besides physical, mental, and in some cases spiritual. They all intertwine with each other. But I think the fitness part, which I'm part of, really kind of helps the other two spots. You know, I think when you daily do something to put stress on your body and you can accomplish it daily, the endorphins kick in, and now you feel like you can handle other things in life better. You know, when you know you have discipline over your body, I feel that's what happens. You know, so what was the question? Self-care? How would I?
It was as an expert in fitness, in your opinion, what's the best way for people to practice self-care?
Yeah, it's three things, but I think when you have control over your body physically, it helps your mind to flesh out the other aspects of life. I do. That's what I think. You know what I mean?
No, listen. There's no wrong answer.
Yeah.
This one was opinion based. So whatever your opinion is, then that's that. So you kind of answered, but let's zone in a little bit. You kind of already touched on this, but just to be a little more specific, what role does fitness play in self-care?
If you have yourself in better shape, have a good fitness for yourself, it makes you feel better about yourself. We're in a world where people look at your appearance before anything. You know what I mean? So the more fit you are, the more they think you can handle a situation. The more think you are in control of yourself. You know, it's almost a symbol of that you have your discipline. You can handle things better because they know you put that work into taking care of your body and your health. You know what I mean? It's just like when dreads see each other in the street, they nod at each other because they know what you went through. Right. You know, the years to grow your locks, and you take your time and patience. The same concept. I think that people are visual. People are visual. They're gonna, unfortunately, one of the things of success is you should keep your body in order.
Okay.
You know, but not just for that, primarily for your health.
Okay.
But you'll see that will help you take advantage of other things in life. You know, so.
Okay.
That's what
I like that answer. I was going to ask you about more internal than external, but you did it already, so we move on. Do you think someone's fitness level reflects their level of self-care?
Somebody might have a great mental, a great mindset. They might have a great spiritual mindset too. But I think to really break barriers, you should take care of your body. You should take care of your health. I think.
But what I'm asking is more specifically, if you see someone out of shape, right? Physically, obviously, is what we're speaking about at the moment, right? You see someone out of shape. My question is, do you think that reflects the way that person cares for themselves?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, I once asked someone, would you date a overweight dude? And they were like, oh yeah, but you know what? I just think that as a sign of them being lazy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I mean, we could get technical. Of course, we know there's some big people could dance their ass off and do all kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
But it still will come off as a sign of, yeah, they're just not lazy. They're lazy. They don't want to get up and do things. So it comes off that way.
Okay.
And I never forgot that person saying that. I never forgot that. Yeah. And they were like, yeah, but you know, it just look like they're lazy when it comes up that way. And that's how a lot of people look at things. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, that's not to say a fat person can't have great cardiovascular skills and dance and do splits and backflips.
Yeah,
they could do all that, but
yes.
But it will at the first person's eye will say, oh, that person's not, you know, they're not in shape, they're overweight, they're wobbling, or whatever the case may be. They're not really, you know, they're not really attentive to their life, you know. Sadly, that's how people prejudge people, you know.
This is true.
You know, so.
Okay. How do you practice self-care?
Exercise every day. I mean, I'm a spiritual person. I pray and I think of my body as a temple. You know what I mean? I know it sounds cliche, but I do.
That's okay.
You know, I think, you know,
some cliches are spot on.
Yeah, totally. No, you know, I think, you know, I've been given this body. It's now it's the only one body I have.
That's
and
right.
I have to be a steward of this body. I have to take care of it, be a good custodian of this body.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
like
That's
that.
what I want to do. I want to take care of it, and that's my way of, you know, of giving back to God. Well, you gave me life. This is how I want to do with my life. I'm going to work hard that way. I think it starts there, and from there, my mind, really, to me, my mind is fresh on every other topic. You know, being better in business, being better with friends, stepping outside the comfort zone now more because I have that control of, you know. So that's, I think, how I start with my self-care. Prayer, exercise, you know what I mean? I think those are the two things.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think those are the two things.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Now, it's a little different here, but what happens when we don't love ourselves?
We lose track of the good things of our life, in our life, I think. When we don't love ourselves, I think what has happened is now we've already lost track of the good things our life have. We don't have a, you know, so we kind of, we just go down a further hole, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We go down a further hole, do more, have more of a defeatist attitude about things. More things that just will harm ourselves and do better for ourselves. You know what I mean? With the circle of people you hang with or whatever, just you get yourself in a rut where you think there's no way out, and you forget about listing all the good things in your life and what you can achieve. You know what I mean? It's a rut. It's a trap that everybody can get out of, but it's hard when you're in it. You know,
Right.
you need somebody to either tell you, or you have to be able to stop, sit, and think and say, well, let me list all the good things in my life, and okay, well, these are all the good things. Let me work on these things. Why am I not feeling, you know, there got to be a little bit more self-reflection.
Okay.
You know?
I like that. So when we don't love ourselves, we find different ways to kind of hurt ourselves and self-destruct.
And escape into other ways. That's just self-destruction.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So how often do you take time to take care of yourself as opposed to taking care of others?
It's on the schedule every day.
Okay.
Got to do something. I'm at a point every day. Got to do something. I'm going to go do something after this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's how I'm set up. Like I said a little bit earlier, I think we all need to have some kind of stress put on the body daily and get through that stress. You know what I mean? Every day, do something that's difficult physically. You know, walk a little bit longer. You know, get into a routine, but then after that, push yourself a little harder in the gym. Walk a little bit longer. Run a little bit longer. Run a little bit faster. something that we have to, so we can push to another level. You know, the saying of what doesn't kill you make you stronger is really true. It applies to everything in life. You know what I mean? So that's my attitude. Like every day, I got to get up and do something. Do something I don't want to do. You know?
Oh, why is that?
Because it brings you to another level, I think. You know what I mean?
It made me think of David Goggins.
Shout out my man David Goggins.
Goggins is the man.
Goggins, my man, for
Goggins
real.
is the man,
Great books,
you know
two great books,
Yes.
amazing books.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And no, I'm not gonna run an ultra marathon, but he's on point.
Right.
Get up and push yourself. You know, a perfect example. I wasn't a podcast guy.
Right.
Push myself into Man Cave Monday.
That's right.
You just go and talk and discuss and get used to it. You know what I mean? Be braver in helping myself get stronger and helping brothers. You know,
I like
you know what I mean?
that.
So that's so shout out to Goggins because
There you go.
definitely
Yeah, no,
Goggins is an
listen.
influence on that. But yeah,
Absolutely.
But that's how you I think you start doing something that is difficult and push yourself into something and you become stronger in it. Yeah, but so I'm in the gym. I'm doing the gym every day, obviously. Exercising. It's always a good start. Those endorphins kick in, and then you start going, okay, what's next? You know? I always think of the famous P. Diddy Puffy, the famous Puffy thing, that clip where he gets off the phone with a deal, and he slams the phone. He's like, what's next?
Right.
I can do it. Give me something to do. He's like, give me something to do. I like that feeling. You know what I mean? And he was just happy from getting whatever deal.
Right.
I'm a beast. I'm a beast. Give me something. Somebody give me something to do. Yeah. That's the attitude we want to have in the morning. You know what I mean? But I think it starts with the stress on the body. Put some stress on. Go lift a heavier weight. You lifted this last week. We're gonna push ourselves this way and let's get harder. Let's get tougher. Get through that. Handle the day. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I agree. I think that's important. All right, great. Let's move on. So, what's something that you do for you that makes you feel good? Doesn't have to be fitness related. Just something that makes you feel good.
you know this as well as I know. Just say it for everybody. Music.
Right.
Music makes the people
Right.
come together. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Play guitar, still writing, still recording. You know, music. I need music. I mean, I got my ukulele with me today.
I saw you. You know what I'm saying?
So music is the other thing. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I know, but you know, it's part of the interview, so to speak. All right. So, in your opinion, do you think how we love ourselves later reflects how we express our love for others?
Absolutely.
All right.
I think once you have a control of who you are and how you've been blessed, and you see the blessings of working hard and pushing yourself into the next level, you have love and care for yourself, you want to shine that to other people. You want them to see that they can do the same thing too. You know, I mean, I'll give you a quick example. I won't name names. Another friend of mine he's driving Uber. He's older, considerably older.
Okay.
And he doesn't like the Uber stuff at all, but whatever life turns happen. But I said, you gotta be a beast in that joint.
Right.
Make as much money as you can. Push yourself, feel uncomfortable, make some money. Then you can worry about something else. But
Stay hard.
Yeah, stay hard. I'm sorry, man. Shout out Goggins, man. Shout out my man Goggins. Yeah. You know something funny? We've all felt this way, but Goggins said it in such a way you can't help it. You know what I mean? Like, we all know this stuff, but he just said it in a way that's amazing. And his journey is crazy. But
it is crazy. And speaking of that, I know this is your interview, but I'll speak a little bit too. I didn't know who Goggins was until maybe November or December of last year.
Me too. Exactly.
A friend of mine was like, "Oh, I see you doing all this running now.
Yeah.
You should look up Goggins. Do you know Goggins? Do you follow Goggins? You probably know who he is." And I was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
And she knows me, and she was like, "Oh, never mind. Don't look him up."
Yeah.
I was like, "What do you mean don't look him up?" She's like, No. This dude is wild.
Yeah.
You might be too excited once you find out about him."
Yeah.
She was like, he holds the pull-up record and he runs ultra marathons. And I didn't.
Guy.
So what's funny is I knew about Rich Roll running ultra marathons.
Yeah. And then you saw him on Rich Roll.
And I was like, shit.
Amazing,
and then I don't know if you seen that podcast.
I saw that one.
Rich Roll is like,
he's an amazing guy.
You don't know this probably, but you're the reason I run ultra marathons.
See,
I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy.
It's amazing.
Because I look up to Rich Roll. He's a vegan. He's plant-based. He got into fitness. way later in life, like crazy shit.
And that's
he
the thing.
Does triathlons and wins them and crazy like volcanoes shit. I don't know if you know about that.
No. See, I didn't know that
So if you
much.
look it up, Rich Roll has done like all these wild ass triathlons, and one of the ones that he did, like, I don't know, he's like top 5 or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got in the first place, but he was close to it if he didn't. And it's like invite only on some volcano island.
Crazy.
And he won that shit, came in second or third.
And that's how I learned Rich Roll, because I looked up Goggins.
That's
After
crazy.
I saw clips of Goggins, started following him on Instagram, I was like, this dude's great.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
It was the opposite.
And then I just got the books.
Rich Roll. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know about Rich Roll since maybe 2015 or 16.
See, I didn't know. Yeah.
And I never knew about Goggins.
Yeah.
And I don't listen to Rich Roll's podcast as often as I should, but once I started learning about Goggins, you know, all the podcasts he's on, Rich Roll came up, and I heard that conversation. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, very motivating, man.
Absolutely.
Very motivating.
It's hard to listen to Goggins and not take a look in the mirror.
Yeah, totally. It's really hard.
Because you be listening to him, you be like, damn. I ain't doing shit.
I know. And,
I'm fucking up.
And like, I don't want to run no ultra marathon.
Right.
But you could take those ideas and say, what you fear about? This is your life.
So many things.
Go, that's what I'm saying. Go get what you have to get done. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I agree.
Serious.
Yeah, good times. I didn't even know you was a Goggins fan.
Yeah,
Look
man,
at that.
crazy,
See?
man. Read both books.
We learning about stuff.
Both books, y'all. Check those books out.
Yeah, definitely. What role does diet play in self-care?
Oh, big, absolutely an important part too. I think, again, your body's a temple. Be a good custodian of your body. You can eat anything and drink everything in moderation. I don't think you cannot, but if you want to see your body have some great results, you have to put the proper fuel in your body. Simple as that.
Okay.
A good balance of carbs, fats, and proteins. If you want to build muscle, of course, you got to have proteins. You need
But
carbs.
even if you're not trying to do that stuff, just a basic self-care. That's what I'm saying.
Basic self-care.
Forget
Well,
about if you're a bodybuilder or you're trying to get in shape. Just I'm asking because this is your field.
Yeah.
How important? What role do you think diet plays in self-care across the board?
Yeah, diet plays a big part. But you balance it with your physical activity. You know what I mean? If you're doing physical activity and you're seeing results, you're gonna want to eat better. You know what I mean? It's a health situation. Everything in moderation. You excessively eat a certain way, certain disease. You get certain disease. You go the other way, you may not have enough strength. It's a fine balance. Everything is a balance. It definitely plays an important part in self-care. Everything in moderation, really, when it comes down to the ultimate thing, everything in moderation. But if you have goals, you're going to figure out what you got to do anyway.
And if not, they can holler at a personal trainer like
you. You know what's up.
You see?
You know what I mean?
That's it. In your opinion, as a personal trainer, right? What are 3 things we should all be doing to take care of ourselves?
Simply put, I mean, the big 3. Do some kind of strength training. Doesn't have to be touching weight. You could be doing body weight. Do push-ups and squats and crunches and sit-ups every day, right? Some kind of movement, cardio movement. If you can't run, you can walk some distance daily. Every morning, go walk. If you can run, start running. Learn how to run. Or build to running. Do some kind of ride a bike. Do some kind of cardio. And the big 3, and diet. Eating in moderation. Thinking about how you eat and what eat healthy, fruits, vegetables. Get a good balanced diet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Those would be 3 things. Yeah.
Hey, okay. Listen, I hear you, player.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this one is a little controversial. I see online some people say yes, some people say no. So my question to you now is self-love also self-care? I say it again. Is self-love also self-care?
I think some self-care sometimes will help you have self-love, I think. It kind of bounces off each other. If you love yourself enough, you're going to want to take care of yourself better. But if you start taking care of yourself, you'll start to learn to love yourself, because you see how when you start taking care of your body is getting in order, you love yourself more. You say, oh, look, this is my only body I got. I love myself.
Okay.
But you can love yourself and also go, I love myself enough to know I got to take better care of myself. You know what I mean? So it kind of interchanges or revolves around each other or overlaps each other.
Okay.
I think.
So you think that, yes, they intersect?
Yeah, they intersect in some way. They do. They overlap, intersect.
Because online I see people like, nah, it's 2 different things, totally different. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
I don't know about that. I think, if you love yourself, you're gonna. If you're doing self-care, you have self-love. If you have self-love, you're gonna do self-care. You know what I mean? It just kind of bounces off each other. You know?
I feel you.
Dare I say, is interchangeable word. You know what I mean? You know,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. All right. So now, do you think self-repair is part of self-love? And before you answer, that could be anything that helps you repair yourself. It could be therapy. It could be working out. It could be meditating. It could be, working on your strength in the gym.
Yeah.
So,
I think you just answered. It could be all that.
but the question is, do you think self-repair is part of self-love?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You need therapy. You need to sit and talk and vent and get to the root of certain problems in your life. Absolutely. That's part of self-love. You want to take care of your body and get yourself in shape and take care of your health. Part of self-love, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, it's both, yeah.
Okay. All right, great. And then this is my last question. Do you practice the self-care principles that you teach your clients?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, I'm in a different phase, not a different phase, but the majority of my clients are old people.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What age range?
65 and up, and then I have a now I'm getting into a newer phase now again of having people in their 30s,
So
late
a
20s,
younger
30s.
demographic.
Yeah, starting to come back again, but usually it was all elderly. And I say the same thing to everybody. You know what I mean?
But do you practice what you're saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely practice it. Yeah, the same friend who's doing the Uber thing, he needs to exercise too.
Okay.
Yeah. I laugh because I say he ain't gonna hear this. But he needs to exercise too, and I was told him, he was complaining about some other things at home, and I was like, take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. Get in the gym, work out, take care of your body. You'll be a better example to others. You'll be a better example to others around you, your family. Instead of complaining about people around you, you be an example. You lead. Be an example. And I think I was encouraging enough.
Okay, listen,
you know what I mean? So
that's a great thing.
And that's the same thing I'm trying to do. We only got one life, man. This is it, one life. Yeah, this is it.
I love when YOLO was do crazy shit because you only live once, and then cats came out and flipped it and was do smart shit because you only live once, and it was eat broccoli, YOLO. Go to the gym, YOLO. Drink water, YOLO.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So the reason I asked that question is because there's a saying that says the people who give the best advice seldom take their own advice.
That's true. Yeah.
So that's why I asked, because I know as a personal trainer, you're giving out frameworks and guidelines and blueprints and advice and tips. And so I said, I wonder, is he practicing the same thing he preaches?
You got to take the same advice. I mean, you got to do the same thing that you're saying to do, especially in this business. I've seen in a couple of years, I've seen some great trainers, overweight, but super knowledgeable. Women, men, and I've seen people go, I look better than them. Why I gotta go to them? First thing they say. Men, I've seen they say it about men. I see they say it about women. I look better than her. You know what I mean? Why I gotta go to her? So you gotta. I've learned, and as I grow older, gotta stay on point. You know what I mean? Gotta stay on point. And that's what I've been trying to practice.
That's
People
great.
consider me. I mean, I don't want to be any bodybuilder by me, but I'm athletic. Like if
Yeah, I see you out there playing soccer.
Yeah.
Out there doing your thing.
Yeah, try to keep it order, and try to get even better. As you can see, how I'm eating now, as we talked earlier. You know what I mean? So, that's gotta be an example.
You know who Jim Gaffigan is?
Oh yeah.
He got a joke about fat trainers.
Oh yeah, what did he say? What did he say?
The stand-up is called Mr. Universe, and he's playing off of the fitness thing. He talks about how he lives across the street from a gym, still can't go. And so he's like, when you first sign up, they show you all the trainers and the equipment and stuff. He said, I feel bad for the fat trainers because it's what are we gonna do? What are you going to teach me? He said, if I was a fat trainer, I'm fat already. If I was a trainer, I walk around, what advice can I give you? I'm going to say, hey, you want to go half on a Snickers bar? It's one of mine and Dre's favorite jokes.
Yeah.
He says, you want to go halvesies on a Snickers bar? He said, my favorite machine is the vending machine.
That's funny. That's funny, but that's the thing. I mean, people look. They really look. They're watching.
Of course.
In the gym, people are watching everything. somebody who you don't even think is going to come up to you and ask for training will come up if they see how you carry yourself and stuff like that, in the gym world. And I knew some super knowledgeable people that just was overweight trainers, that was in super duper shape,
Right.
And that's the thing, you gotta say, hey, this is your life, you gotta really be about that life, you know?
That's part of what this is about. Part of my journey is also wanting to learn. So yeah, I've got a fitness routine that I know and I know works, but I don't always stick to it. That's why my weight fluctuates. Technically, I'm overweight. I mean, I still could squeeze into a medium, but it's not really where I'm trying to be. So I say, part of this is learning more, because I look at self-care and self-love as a multi-layered thing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like an onion is the example I like to use.
Yeah.
And so I want to learn more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a personal trainer. Some people say I could be, because it's like 10 years of fitness experience under my belt, and Dre's a personal trainer, and so we build all the time. We do these intense workout sessions, and we've got this into the gym, but I want to learn. I'm not in the mind of a trainer. I don't have 30 years of experience. You've been a personal trainer almost as long as I've been alive. So
That's crazy.
I want to soak up game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And help me and hopefully others along their self-care journey, because perhaps there are things that I haven't considered or things I just haven't seen, and so I want to see how. That's part of what this interview series is, seeing how people from different realms practice self-care,
right.
and what their kind of principles are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that way I could kind of step my shit up, elevate my shit. So I could say, okay, cool, I eat plant-based or vegetarian, whatever the hell, but I may not be in the gym as much. Or like I say all the time on Food, Fitness, and Fun, I'm a sugar addict. And I know it's terrible, but man, sugar has me by the short hairs. So I know that's not good, you know what I'm saying? So it's all these different things that I feel like contribute to our self-care routine, and something that you might see, like a tarot card reader might say, you're religious and you mentioned spirituality, but a tarot card reader might have a very different version of how they keep themselves up to par spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And so like a therapist might have a total different opinion on, these are the things I do to keep myself and my clients on a mental, high level mental playing field. And so that's part of what this is about. I know I didn't tell you too much prior, but that's part of what this is about, to help myself and hopefully at some point help others.
And that's the key thing,
with the self-care,
the key thing is, as we watch this series go on, all right, it's going to be interesting not only to hear self-care, but if everybody has the same thing. All right, so now I've strengthened myself. Now who do I help now to get to their level?
Right.
You know what I mean? Who can I speak to and encourage? You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what I realize is really important too.
Oh yeah, I agree.
In life in general, you know what I mean? You put your energy into improving yourself, becoming a better version of who you were last year. That's my big thing.
Or yesterday.
Yesterday.
That's what Goggins says. Going back to Goggins,
back to Goggins. Shout out my man Goggins.
Goggins says, gotta be better than yesterday.
Yeah, no doubt. And now who can you help?
Right.
And it's important to always remember that part too.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that, to me, that's one of the main things I've soaked up from Gary Vee. I consume tons and tons of Gary Vee's content, and he says all the time, like, we have to be empathetic more, helpful more, and really the goal should be to maybe not necessarily help others, but if you could pass on something that will help someone. Why wouldn't you?
That's the better way to put it. Pass on something that encourages them. Show them what you've done. Give them help them get the right mindset to push themselves.
Well, whatever it is, it may not be mindset. It might be Dex is doing a training video on bicep curls. That ain't got nothing to do with mindset, but you helping somebody out. Man, so I was arching my back doing curls, and that was fucking up my back this whole time. Man, I didn't know that.
Right.
So Dex put out the video. You know what I'm saying? And then now that I see Dex doing curls, I said, man, I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? I never knew to do it that way. So that's kind of what it's about. That's one of the main principles I've kind of taken from him and his content, his mission, his message.
Absolutely.
So that's also a lot of what my content is centered around on both realms, because I got this, but I got the other stuff too. So it's kind of that, it's hoping that the things I'm putting out can bring someone else some kind of value.
Right.
But maybe it just made you stop and think for a moment.
Right.
Say, man,
totally.
I didn't even think about that. Or Maybe not. Maybe it's like, man, I really need to start doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at with shit. So I'm hoping that this series will help me be better with that, me learn more, and maybe do the same for others. Present value to other people too.
Yeah, man.
So that's that. So we're out of here. We're done.
All right.
That was a quick interview. I thought it was gonna be way longer, but you killed it. You came ready. You said, "Nah, man, I'm ready. What else you got? What you do the Diddy again?"
Remy, he said, "I'm a beast. Give me something to do. Give me something to do. I can do anything." No, sometimes I saw that clip. I was like, "That's the attitude you want to have."
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
And from my point of view, when you're lifting and you get up and you lift and you push yourself through something, you go, all right, I'm ready to face everything. Because you have that discipline over your body to do it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah, so.
I agree.
There you go.
All right. Thank you again, Dex.
Cheers, my brother.
I appreciate you. I just want to say it on mic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cheers.
I appreciate you. Thank you for
Same to
being
you,
here.
brother.
And thank you for your perspective, your assistance.
As always, man. As
All right,
always.
man. And that's it. We're out of here. That is episode 1. I don't even have a name for this yet, but that is episode 1 with Dex. Oh, tell them where they can find you.
You can locate me on Instagram. But you know what? DW Remy, DWREMY @gmail.com. You can leave me an email if you have any inquiries about fitness. I'll be there.
Okay. And on the socials, where can they follow you on socials?
Dexter Remy Music. DexterRemyMusic is where you go.
That's right. Gotta plug the socials.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, we out of here for real.
And shout out Man Cave Monday. All right? Shout out our crew.
That's right. We out.